so hot, so hot. Yeah, so hot up there. So hot in here. Know what I'm saying? Woo! What is that? Oh yeah, if you've been to Osaka, you know where that is. Tell me in the comments if you know where that is. Five, 4, 3, 2. What? Who's that? Oh, come on. Oh yeah, play that beat. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's party in the house. Come on. Osaka. Woo. Oh, nani sore? What is that? Oh, come on. Get it. Where is it? There it is. Aw, nice. I want to go to Mount Fuji. I want to go to Kawaguchiko. I want to look like a Burberry's model. Burberry's. Baberi. Oh, we're coming down. Yo, Mina-san, how are you doing? Let's get in focus here. Focus, hello? Focus. Yes, people, how you doing? Thank you all for joining us on the live stream. Let me know where you are watching from. We already had a few people in the chat. Tony Locke saying, hey, man. Hey, Tony, thank you for being here every time. Michael is from Surrey, not sorry. And he's saying, hey, perfect driving or Shinkansen riding music. Thank you so much for that. I put a little bit of effort into making these little countdown videos for you guys who come early. So if you're down with a bit the chill beat and and us having fun a little bit pre-show, don't feel bad about coming down early. There's a lot of stuff here for you. Oh, yo, my brother Jerome in the house. So hot here in Vancouver. Yes, I thought Japan is hot, but you guys are having a heat wave, it seems. One of my guests today, the Game Boy XP logo there, or the avatar there, Frank says, my phone says 39 degrees in East Van. Okay, so that's 39 degrees Celsius, and Celsius is used in Japan and in Canada as well. I think they use Fahrenheit in America. So 39 degrees Celsius, hold on. Hey Siri, what's 39 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? It's like a million Fahrenheit, right? It's 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's pretty hot, if you know what I'm saying. Tony, my man, he's saying he looked at the busy scene there and he said, at first I thought that was New York. Yeah, the big mega cities, Japan and Tokyo, can feel like New York, definitely. Obviously, they have a more of a Japanese feel. And I asked the question when we got to that place, where is it? And Jerome saying, Doto boring? I don't know if it's so boring. Maybe it was boring for you, but the actual name is Dotonbori. Dotonbori. Maybe we can ask our guest teacher a little bit later about it. Michael in the house saying that's the location of many. Okay, if you guys don't know what that is written in Japanese, is nomi hodai. And nomi hodai means all you can drink restaurants, bars, establishments. So you go there, you pay a flat fee, maybe $20, $30, and it's all you can drink. Usually for about 2 hours. They usually limit to 2 hours, but sometimes if you go to a nightclub, it's all you can drink the whole night. It's crazy. And Jerome's like, laugh out loud, autocorrect. Yeah, so he said Dotonbori. And that's funny that it actually caught Dotonboring. That is hilarious. Awesome. And Anthony says, it only at first glance, then I realized it was Japan. Yes, man. That's it. You realize you're in Japan. You know, coming to Japan for the first time is almost like a dream for a lot of people. I know it was for me. My first 6 months here, I was living my dream because that's where I wanted to be. And I would wake up in the morning in my bed in Osaka, looking at the ceiling. I'm like, where am I? I'm in Japan. Like, it still didn't dawn on me for the first 6 months of living there. But anyways, guys, we have an awesome show for you today. Okay, so today we have the second special episode in a 2-part mini-series about Japanese language learning. So on this show, I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of Japanese pronunciation, especially when you're just a beginner learner. I will also be welcoming my guest student, Frank, who has been on the show before. You've probably seen him or heard him talk about AI and his experience with Japan. He's been to Japan like 3 times before, and he can't wait to get over here again for sure. So he has a little Japanese under his belt. He is currently studying hard to communicate for his future trips to Japan. And finally, it is my pleasure to be bringing on our guest Japanese teacher, Mori Sensei, who will guide us through the basics and then level us up to some more advanced techniques that will have us, sounding more like a native Japanese speaker by the end of this. Hi, everybody. Ganbarimashou, which means let's do our best. And let me go ahead and welcome a few of our guests. So I want to ask you, if you weren't here on the last stream, sorry, I don't have any text. I'm just going to say the question, and please type your comments in the chat. Have you studied any Japanese before? Are you a beginner level Japanese? Are you intermediate or advanced? Have you focused on the pronunciation? Is it easy? Is it difficult for you? If you haven't studied Japanese, let me know, hopefully if you're interested in learning some, or maybe what you know already. So let me introduce our guests for the show. Let me also unmute them quickly here, because now they are coming on in 3, 2, pew. Hello, people. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Hi.
Excellent. We saw you guys dancing a little bit there during the pre-show countdown. It was, very cool vibes there. Cool vibes. Okay, so I just want to let people know what those symbols and letters mean. If you can't read that, obviously I'm Lito. I'm the host, and in the middle we have Furanku. Okay, I hope I'm saying it right. And you've been on the show before. And on the right we have Mori Sensei. So that those characters mean sensei, and you've probably heard the words sensei, please teach me. You probably heard it in various manga or movies here and there. Let me give you a little bit of background on Frank. So Frank, you have been on the show before. You're tuning in from, where are you tuning in from right now?
So I am tuning in from Vancouver, which, as you mentioned before, is in the middle of a heat wave. So it is quite hot, and I am maybe more flustered than normal. So that's where I'm coming from. Canada.
Yeah, Canada. Awesome. And tell me a little bit about your Japanese learning experience. How are you with Japanese now?
Yeah, so I have been learning, I guess, kind of dedicated learning for about a year, maybe a little over a year. I've, had a relationship with the Japanese language for a long time because, I'm very into Japanese video games, Japanese anime, manga, stuff like that. And of course, having traveled to the country a few times, have been exposed to actually being in the country. So that kind of gave me an extra, layer of understanding. And so looking into my future, I want to spend more time in Japan. So I'm trying to improve my Japanese skill, and right now I'm still a beginner, so go easy on me.
Oh, you're very humble, Frank. You're very humble. So I was, obviously I know you, all the 3 times you visited. You came and hung out with me, and we spent more and more time, and it's great. Honestly, like, to be learning the language while you're in that country is probably one of the best learning experiences. If you can't do that, then the next thing is, like, obviously learning in a classroom, right? And that's why I'm highlighting REN Japanese Language Learning School online, because wherever you are in the world, you have that opportunity to help prepare you to go to that country you've always wanted to go. I think, your first time coming to Japan, Frank, you had a little bit of Japanese under your belt. Like, you had a few words.
Very tiny amount.
Like, what could you say? I know there wasn't much, but
I think before I went, the only thing I learned was like sumimasen.
Right.
I could say that, and I knew like, oh, kawaii, but I was saying it wrong. It was so early that I was like kawaii, like totally wrong with a weird accent, and like,
right.
So I was your typical foreigner who knows zero Japanese except for what they heard in anime.
That's right. And that's an entry point for a lot of people, anime. I have a story where it's a funny story. So I met this guy, Sven. His name is Sven. I think he's from Holland, the Netherlands. And we were playing Overwatch. We were playing an online game together, right? And in that game, you use a microphone and you're talking with friends. And I just mentioned, oh yeah, by the way, it's so hot here in Japan. He's like, oh, you're from Japan? Oh, where do you live? I'm like, oh, he doesn't sound like that, okay? But he's like, where do you live? I live in Osaka. Oh, I'm visiting Osaka next month. I'm like, oh, really? Wow, you have to come. So he came to Osaka. He met with my wife, Chika, and we went to Shinsaibashi. We actually went to a Mongolian restaurant. It had all-you-can-eat Mongolian barbecue, and it had a yurt. Had one of those tents, those round tents. But the funny story is, like, he was trying to impress my wife, Chika, with his Japanese, and he only knew Japanese from anime. So by the end of the night, we had a few drinks, and I think we went to Space Station or something. We went to like another cool place there, and then he suddenly just says to Chika, he wanted to impress her. So he said, Chika-san, omae kawaii desu ne. And if you don't know what that means, like Mori Sensei will probably tell us later. He's like, omae? Like,
omae?
That's not the right one.
But it's funny because he had no idea. He picked it up from some sort of anime, probably like One Piece.
Omae wa mou shinderu.
Right. So he picked up omae wa, which is kind of like, hey punk, or like, hey you, like kind of looking down at you. And then he picked up kawaii and he put them together. Great, which you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to remix the language. But the reaction on Chika's face was like, huh? And I was just laughing. I was like, okay, hold on. So it's those type of little episodes, I think, in a safe environment like that with friends is fine.
That's funny.
But if you're like, talking to someone for omae wa kakoi desu ne, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, so the little things like that. But yeah, Frank, I noticed, like, since your second visit, your third visit, we've had similar conversations. We'd have like a mini kind of Japanese quiz, like at the station while we were having drinks and tempura or something. And yeah, your Japanese has been growing. Little by little, I think, and probably even more since you've really been into it. You do have some extra motivation kind of pushing you as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so my girlfriend, I mentioned this on the last one as well, but my girlfriend is Japanese. She's living in Japan right now, which of course is a motivation for me to want to come and spend more time in the country.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice. I hope she can see this either live or on the replay. But she's like, oh my god, my boyfriend. Omae kakoi desu ne. But anyways, yes, that is true. We talked about this last time, and people were saying another YouTuber, Lemmy from Japan, dropped in and she's like, yes, I totally agree. Having a partner who speaks that language is a big motivation. Awesome. Thanks so much for being here again, Frank. Okay, and you're going to be basically our guest student. I'll be like a fake student here helping you out, but you are kind of our main target today. So if you're interested in Japanese even a little bit, today is the lesson for you. Let me please introduce our next guest today. So our next guest is Sumire Mori. She's a Japanese language teacher living in Shiga, Japan, which is very close to Kyoto. If people don't know where Shiga is, it's very historical. A lot of Japanese historical battles were fought in Shiga, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. There's a huge lake there, lots of nature. I was just there last week doing some work there. So she is so excited to be on the live stream today to give you guys a super cool Japanese beginner lesson. She actually had lived in Vancouver about 20 years ago and stayed for about 8 months, was it?
Yes.
In UBC, studying Canadian history, was it?
Yeah, culture.
Canadian
and
culture.
International culture.
That's awesome. I wouldn't be surprised if you know more about Canada than me and Frank do. And you're staying on campus there, right? And you said you had some great experiences in Vancouver, Canada. So thank you so much, Mori Sensei, or Sumire, as your first name is. We are so happy to have you here and really looking forward to your lessons for beginners and people who are interested in learning Japanese. And by the way, just to mention, she will be teaching a business Japanese course as well. So if there are enough people interested in that course, as well as new Japanese beginner students, they will be working hard to open up those classes as well. So we have the links for the school, an email, the website, on Facebook and stuff. So please see that in the description. Maybe I'll drop that a little bit later. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to contact them. You can actually get a free trial lesson and maybe an assessment there to see which is the best fit for you and to fit your time schedule as well. Okay, awesome. So, without further ado, let's go to the chat again just to see what people are saying. Okay, Anthony is saying, wow, got up to 111 Fahrenheit. Okay, so, hey Siri, what is 111 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
111 degrees Fahrenheit is 43.9 degrees Celsius.
43.9 degrees Celsius in Portland, Oregon, where my brother is. That's nuts. Are there forest fires going on there or something? Is that why it's so hot? Or is it just a drought?
I think it's just a heat wave. The entire, middle of North America, I think, is going through it right now.
Oh my.
Portland's pretty north of USA, so it's close to the southern border of Canada. I think.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
That is crazy hot. I don't think even in Osaka, which can get really hot and humid, it's really rare to go into even the low 40s. I think high 30s for sure, but quite rare. So wow, I hope you guys are doing okay out there. Try to stay cool and be safe. Yeah, and Anthony is agreeing. Yeah, it's a heat wave, definitely. Okay, guys, do take care out there. All right. All right, Jerome is saying, I'm interested, uneducated, and with mostly misunderstandings I've picked up from watching anime. Yes, you are correct. Omae wa kawaii desu ne. Is the kind of...
Omae.
Omae, mo shinderu. Yeah. It's true though. What do you think? I mean, you watch anime or you watch jidaigeki, samurai movies, and so you go to Japan, you're expecting everyone's like, konnichiwa. 7-Eleven wa doko desu ka? You expect people to talk like that, but they don't, right?
It's true, yeah.
It's kind of like in period movies, like the 1950s, the 1960s, right? Hello everybody, welcome to the show. They have a type of style of talking in old times. Yeah, but you go to Canada, it's like, hello and welcome to Vancouver. Where would you like to go? People don't talk like that right now. So it's kind of, you have to understand
the way you
that.
speak in anime, and that's definitely not how you speak casually or the more formal. It's not in that spectrum. There's formal, casual, and then there's anime somewhere off on its own.
It's anime, right? I will maybe Mori Sensei, you can tell us about this. I do understand there are different formalities, like Frank's saying, and for example, when I go to a store and people say "irashaimase," which means welcome, it's usually kind of in a higher voice. There's a
いらっしゃいませ.
いらっしゃいませ. And I think is that service Japanese? Is
Yes,
service
it's,
Japanese?
it's a word of service, only service. So, yeah, in the restaurant or shops,
So
you can use, not as a customer, for shopper.
Oh, right,
So
right.
that's above
うん
keigo, right? That's above
It's a
higher.
keigo, but service word. いらっしゃいませ.
Okay, interesting.
So, yeah. So, to your friends, No, いらっしゃいませ。ようこそ。
Yokoso.
よう
Right,
こそ
right.
is welcome.
Right. And
to
but
Japan.
you wouldn't use that high intonation. You wouldn't say Yokoso. You wouldn't say that either, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
ようこそ。
So it's really interesting. Like Japan, you're right, does have different levels of kind of voices that you add. The
Yeah.
intonation, as well as the pronunciation, right?
Yeah.
Is quite important. So I hope we can touch a few of those things in a bit here. Okay, so going back to the chat here a little bit, Anthony's giving us an update. Salt Lake City, which I think you are close to there, right? Anthony, 107. So again, that's around the 40s, 41 maybe degrees 2 weeks ago. Wow. And then Jerome saying Dem Atlantic accent. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jerome. Are you talking about like the anime stuff or the people on the East Coast? I'm not sure, but yeah, we are talking about pronunciation and accents and intonation and all that today, especially when it comes to Japanese. Okay, great. So, and Michael actually made a very funny comment. He said, "I found out anime is the worst way to learn Japanese."
You'll learn Japanese,
Not
but you're
really.
gonna learn the wrong. It's gonna sound real weird.
Yeah. It's a special way to talk.
You know, it's kind of like there's this Japanese movie made in the 1980s or 90s. Tom Selleck was in it. It's called Mr. Baseball. Mr. Baseball. And it had the Chunichi Dragons, and Tom Selleck was an American baseball player. But he was learning Japanese during that movie. And there was a team member, a Japanese team member on the baseball team, and he learned English through movies. So all of his English was just like, "Hey, dude, cowabunga!" He's like, "Hey, what's happening? Totally radical!" You know, he's doing all these like kind of weird slang pickup phrases, but he couldn't speak normal English. So he's like, "Hey, excuse me, how do you use these chopsticks?" "Oh yeah, totally cool, dude. Like these chopsticks, yeah." Like it was totally like
Are
not
you
natural.
sure?
Yeah, so it was kind of like that, the opposite kind of version, right? You pick up what you can. But people look at you. Who's this guy? But anyways, okay. So Jerome kind of clarified Atlantic Newspeak accent. Okay, does that make more sense? I'm still not sure exactly what that means. Frank, does that make sense to you?
I think so. It's more like enunciation, and I think it's maybe like what they call that old timey speak.
Oh, it's like, "Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show." Oh, is that what he's
Yeah,
talking
Wow.
I think that's what he's referring to.
I see.
You're good. リドさんすごい。
またご来店ください。Yes, I think we're
We
all.
can do everything.
No. I love voices. I love accents. So that's kind of I do voice work on the side. And Anthony's like, good old Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood's all about the acting for sure. Okay, guys, why don't we move on to kind of the main part of this thing? So I'm gonna change over to this main screen now. Okay, we're gonna show the PDF Mori Sensei. So Mori Sensei, can you kind of tell us what we're going to be doing while I change to this?
Yeah, but
part?
first, can you ask your people?
Sure.
Do you know any Japanese words?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about that. Okay, well, I'll repeat what Mori Sensei asked. Or Mori Sensei, can you say it one more time, please?
Do you in English? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you know any Japanese words?
Awesome. Okay, so all
Food or culture or something.
food or culture. Tell us in the chat, what Japanese words do you know? Awesome.
Anime is okay.
Anime is okay too. It might not be the most natural
Omae.
Japanese, but it's okay.
Omae
Omae.
is okay.
Right. Okay, thank you so much for kind of reminding me about that. Okay, and while people are chatting, let's move on to the next little part.
Yeah, it's about like sushi menu. What about sushi menu?
Ah.
Do you know Japanese words?
Okay, how about you, Frank? Maybe she's asking you. What sushi
Yes.
words do
Yeah.
you know?
I know. Oh, a very good Japanese word is sushi.
Sushi?
Kind of
Sushi.
cheating.
You know sushi?
Only sushi.
No, I know more than that. So you want to know sushi words? Yeah. Unagi is a good
Unagi.
one for eel.
Unagi for eel. I just had some last night.
Tamago is a good one. That's, egg.
Egg.
What else do I know? Nigiri, maki,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know all of the different fishes though.
Yes.
Frank, can I ask you a question? What is your favorite type of sushi?
Lately it's actually been unagi. Unagi roll usually, so maki. Or anything with unagi. Could be nigiri. Yeah. I really like unagi.
You like unagi?
What's maki? Cutie? Cucumber? Or
Yeah.
raw fish?
Maki is like a roll, right?
Makizushi?
Makizushi. So
Makizushi,
what
right.
what is in it? Maki.
Could lots of different things.
Yeah.
You have, I know in English, I don't know all the Japanese, but like cod roe,
Please English.
like fish eggs. You could have,
Oh.
different types of fish.
Yeah.
Sakana. I don't know, like salmon and tuna.
Salmon roe.
Salmon roe. Very good.
There's a lot of different ones here in Canada. I know in Japan it's maybe a little bit more like a core set, but here you can get like deep fried maki rolls, and you can have California rolls. Obviously, is very, very
Yeah, I love
popular here.
California rolls.
So that's just like crab meat, and I think they put like mayonnaise in there and cucumber, I think, and then just wrapped with seaweed.
Seaweed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Mori Sensei, I have a question for you
Yes.
before we get to the next point. Have you tried California roll in
Yeah,
Vancouver?
I have it in Canada. I was impressed. That was very oishi. Delicious.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
question.
it's different from Japanese California roll.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Question: Where did California roll originally come from? Where?
California? No?
Okay, Frank, what do you think? Or maybe you know
I
this
think
already.
you said this on one of your streams, so I might be cheating, but I think it's actually in Vancouver.
It's from Vancouver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow!
So the story is there's a restaurant there. I think it's called Toshi's. It's on Broadway there, and Toshi-san, the chef there, was trying to experiment and make a new roll. And so he was like, "What can I put in here?" And he used avocado. And
avocado.
the avocado came from California, so that's where he came up with the name California roll. But it's actually not from California.
Avocado
Right, I
is
missed that when I
not
was-
from Mexico.
Yeah, it could have been Mexico roll, but I think
It doesn't roll off the tongue as easily.
Boom. Okay, and I think the avocado, the label said from California. So I'm sure there are some from Mexico, but they're from California as well.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And Anthony is saying, the one word he knows is konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Right. And
Konnichiwa.
Michael is referring to Mr. Baseball, a classic movie. So he loves that movie. Michael also has been to Japan a few times and studied Japanese a bit. And then Anthony's commenting, leave it to Canadians, Americans to make a sushi roll unhealthy with mayonnaise. Actually, Anthony, interestingly, I think there are already some sushi rolls in Japan. Mayonnaise is a main ingredient in a lot of them. I just think to give it a creamy taste. However, the mayonnaise here in Japan is a bit different. It's a thicker kind of, I would say probably more healthy to be honest. It's called, the main one is Kewpie mayonnaise. And it's totally different. It's not your Miracle Whip. It's totally different. They put it on salads and stuff here. It's very oishi. Okay, oishi means delicious. It is actually, I like it better than Miracle Whip, to be honest. Michael says, what about anago?
Anago.
What about you, Frank? Do you know what anago is?
I don't know what anago is actually.
Very similar to eel, unagi.
Mori Sensei, can you give us some background? What is the difference between unagi and anago?
Wow. I have no idea, but just
She's put on the spot. Okay. All right. I will.
I'm searching, maybe
No, don't worry.
Sea urchin?
Googling.
No, anago is not sea
Anago
urchin.
is different fish.
Okay.
So okay, I'll tell you because I'm a unagi lover and I like them both. Unagi I think is freshwater eel. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And anago is saltwater or seawater eel. So they have a different feel, different taste from where you get them, and a little bit of a different sauce, I believe too. But they're a different feel. I think anago is a bit more. It looks more white when it's cooked, the way
Yes.
they cook it, and it has different tastes. I would say almost like unagi is when you eat it prepared, it's a little softer, and then anago is a little bit harder, but different taste. They're both good though, for sure. And then Jerome, of course, he's gonna make a dajare. He's gonna make a pun here. He's gonna say, "That's how we sushi roll. That's how we roll." Okay. Hi.
How we roll.
That's how we roll. Sorry, it's a 変な外人ジョーク。ちょっとダジャレです。It's a pun. It's a pun. That's how we roll means like, how do you say that in Japanese? That's tough. That's how we roll is like,
Ikiatari batari.
kind of, or like,
Frank!
yeah, Frank.
行き当たりばったり。
行き当たりばったり。
Litos
Another
taught me
word.
that one.
That's go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Yeah, it's not the exact same. I don't know
Yeah.
how to say
That's
it.
how we roll is like, それは私たちの感じです。私たちの感覚とか。
I see.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get to the next bit. Thank you so much for all your comments, guys. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Maybe I'll eat some sushi today. Okay.
Okay, so let's pronunciation. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay. What would you like to do next?
So yeah. So I want to show you pronunciation, basic pronunciation.
Okay.
Is it okay to explain some?
Yes.
Yeah.
お願いします。
English and Japanese, differences of Japanese and English is stress accent and pitch accent. You know, so English is like strength, a strike, a spring is a strengthen word, but Japanese is not has 強さ strength. It's a pitch,
Ah, I
a
see.
pitch accent. So 卵 do mi do. It's like that.
Interesting.
卵. So it's the slide of tamago is ta is low, ma is high, and go is low.
Okay. So there's
So-
kind of like a difference in the pitch rather than focusing on
Yes.
like the strength or the hitting the accent. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like tamago. It's Sensei, can you say it more properly one more time?
In Japanese,
Yes, please.
tamago,
Tamago. So it's more pitch based rather than accent based. in
not
that sense.
tamago.
Right. Tamago. Right. Okay. So
Tamago.
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 Yes, that's good. Tamago.
So I was saying it wrong all this time because I would say tamago.
So you're saying
Tamago.
if you're saying like pitch based is tamago. So it'd be like high,
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tamago.
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 Okay. So
Interesting.
let's next
Okay.
slide.
Let's go to the next one.
So it's high first. Salmon. Salmon.
Okay, I have a question, Sensei. Where does the pitch go down? Does it go on down a samo or is it samo?
Sa. So
Okay.
vowels, two vowels. Sa. Mo. So
Oh.
second vowels is
Salmon.
down.
Salmon.
Yeah. Good. Great.
Awesome, awesome. And that's one of my favorite sushis there. So I have to remember. Okay. Salmon, salmon,
Salmon.
salmon.
So how do you
kudasai.
pronounce in English? Salmon.
Salmon. I can't do it now.
Frank's confused. Omae wa konran sareteru. Okay.
Yeah, I guess in English it's pretty flat, salmon. But I guess there's like that,
yeah.
what Lito was talking about. There's kind of that push on the se. It's like
Just
sand.
push.
Yeah, there's a push. There's an accent, definitely an accent.
Yeah.
Salmon, salmon.
Yeah, there's an instead of a ah.
Right. But if you're from Canada, then it's salmon, eh?
A? Yeah, that's A.
Could I get some salmon in here, eh?
There's so
Salmon,
many.
eh?
There are so many Canadians watching on the stream right now. Adrian Lee McGill is also from like the Vancouver area, and he's living in Osaka though. But he's like, "Hello, eh? Hello, all eh." So he understands salmon, salmon,
Okay.
salmon,
Salmon. Great.
Wow, it almost sounds like Saruman from Lord of the Rings. Saruman.
Yeah, I was afraid I was saying that because they kind of sound like that.
I see. Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. Ru. Not ru.
Yeah, you would have to do the ru to make it fully.
Yeah, because of English. Salmon.
Oh no, that's a character name from Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
So it sounds
I
similar.
see.
Sounds similar. So I thought maybe people could remember Salmon,
Oh,
Saruman.
good to memorize.
But then there's another brand, like a ski brand called Salamon. So that's different. But,
Salmon.
yeah. But
Right,
let's not
right.
go there. Let's not go there. Let's keep it to fish.
Okay,
Awesome.
Let's next.
Okay, let's go to the next
Yeah,
one.
let's go to the next. Okay.
Okay.
So Frank, please pronounce.
Ebi.
Great. A B.
そうなんだ。
No A B. No A B. A B.
Ebi.
A
Ebi.
B. A B. A B. A B.
Ebi. Ebi.
Yeah.
Ebi. So
Ebi.
that makes total sense. It's the pitch.
Pitch.
Pitch. It's not.
Yes.
I'm listening for the ebi, ebi. I'm listening for the accent, but it's the pitch that's important.
Yeah, it's just pitch, not strength, not yeah. A B. A B.
Wow, blow my mind. It's
Oh,
totally.
really? Thank
No,
you.
no, seriously. Like when I do voice work, narration work for like FM 802, the local radio station, and they have a Japanese name like sponsor. For example, this part of the program is brought to you by, for example, Yucho Ginko, right? Or this part of the program
yeah.
is brought to you by, Salmon Kojo or whatever, right? I'm listening for the stress, but it's actually the pitch that they want me to copy,
because
not the stress.
it's in English, so maybe strength accent. Yucho Ginko, but
Right.
in Japanese, Yucho Ginko.
Yucho, cho goes up,
Yucho. Oh, Yucho. No, it's
up, down.
Sorry. I am Kansai ben. Yucho Ginko.
Do Osaka Ben. Okay.
Yucho Ginko.
Yucho Ginko.
Yucho Ginko. Yucho Ginko.
Right.
Ucho Ginko.
Yucho Ginko. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mori Sensei. This clears up so much. I wish I knew this from day one. I really did. I wish I knew that.
Okay, じゃあ challenge next slide.
All right, let's try. すごい。
Ikura.
リトさん。
You want me to do it? Okay. Hey Frank, don't steal my salmon roe.
I'm sorry.
Ikura,
Okay.
ikura,
Oh, great. いくら。
ikura ですか? Ikura.
いくらですか? Yeah. How much is it? Is いくらですか?
Interesting.
So it's different meaning.
The
いく
different
ら
meaning-
ですか? Is it a summer word?
Right.
いくら
So
です
this
か?
is really
いくら
helpful
です
for me because definitely I've learned, ikura desu ka? Like how much is that? But I never I didn't know salmon roe was also ikura, like the three syllables. And if I had started saying that to someone, they might not know that I'm asking for, they might think I'm asking how much is it. So this is something
Yeah.
that in my studies I haven't gotten to it yet. and it hasn't really been, I haven't been listening for it. So this is like really important when
I
words
see.
can be the same sound.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So if for the people who don't know what the other meaning of ikura is, so the slide shows ikura as the salmon roe, that's the fish eggs that they use on some sushi. But another meaning of ikura means how much. That's how you say how much in Japanese. So I guess a question, if you wanted to say, how much is the salmon roe? You would say,
いくらはいくらですか？
そうです。
そうです。
So this means that's right. That's right. So this. Wow, that's amazing. Seriously, blow my mind. Blow my mind. You just blew my mind.
Great.
That's awesome.
私も
Okay, let's go to the next slide.
先生すごい。
Thank you. So, Frank, please.
マグロ
Great. Great. マグロ。
マグロ
So, マグロ fast.
マグロ
マグロ。
マグロ
Okay. マグロ。マグロ。マグロ。
マグロ。マグロ。
So, 関西弁 is different.
Oh, the pitch changes in Kansai.
マグロ。ちゃう。Oh, マグロ。
It's
一緒かな
It's confusing.
Sorry, forget about it. Forget about 関西弁。
Yeah, we'll stick to the basics for now, and then
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
the
That's
upper
fine.
beginner class will do the Kansai Ben
Okay.
on the next stream.
Sure,
'cause-
sure.
I think
Yeah.
if you go to Kansai region, like and you use regular or like Tokyo Kanto sort of standard, it's gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
people will understand you. But if you go to
yeah.
Tokyo and you speak with a Kansai accent, people look at you.
Okay. Okay.
Or they
But
think you're a comedian.
Understanding. Yeah, but yeah, just.
Oh,
it's
it's so interesting. We can talk more about accents maybe on the next stream. But we'll stick to the standard Japanese. So guys, what we're talking about is the accent between how they sound in Tokyo and how they sound in Osaka. And it's almost like East Coast, West Coast, right? It's like people in Vancouver are like, hey, how's it going? Hey, yeah, long time no see. How's it going? And people in maybe the East Coast, like, hey, how are you doing? Hey, well, it's been a long time since I've seen you, right? There's a total different feeling. It really is. Yeah. Sad. Okay, anyways. Yeah, interesting. Maguro.
Okay.
Maguro.
Yeah.
Shall we go
So
to
like tamago is like mountain. Maguro is like hill.
Okay, so let's go. You said this it looks like a mountain.
Tamago.
Ah.
Mountain. Ikura is
Like a hill.
hill. So two types. Just only two types.
Okay, so we have to remember those two images, like a mountain type of feel, a mountain, or like a hill,
Yeah.
or like a hill. Okay.
Right. So it can go up or it can go down.
Down. So and there are two rules. First sound and second sound have always gaps.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So you mean like, for example, in ikura, the first sound is the e and the second sound is the ku. There's always going to be like either
Always.
like
Yeah.
down to up or up to down between the
Different
first sound
pitch.
and the second
Yeah,
sound.
Yeah.
Okay. If we went to maguro, it has the same, right? So first sound and second sound, there's a division,
Yeah. Maguro or maguro.
right? But never.
Be
Maguro
up
is
to
not.
down.
Down or up. So first and second is it's always different pitch.
Okay, so to visualize
Never
it, like
mag-
like if it's so hard to do on camera.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
first sound, is this right? Do I have it wrong? This is the first.
Uh,
Which is the first sound?
Oh, okay.
First sound,
yes.
second sound, always a gap. But there's never a gap between the second and third sounds.
Oh, never.
Never. So it will never be like
Never.
maguro or maguro. It would never be like that.
Never.
I did not know that. That is brand new
And
information.
yeah, and second rule, can I say?
Yes.
And the word rules. Once down, never up.
Once down, never up. Okay.
Maguro,
Oh, I
never.
see. So it can go up from down in the first one, but if it goes up from the first or wherever, it will never go back down.
Yes.
I see. So it won't return down.
Once down, it never goes up. So,
Oh, sorry. I got
So-
that flipped around.
So did you mean,
Can I-
for example, the yama, the mountain side, it goes up and then down, that's okay. But it will never go like, tamago. It would never do that.
Never.
It will never do the...
It's a word rules. It's a word rule. So not in the sentence. You know?
Word. Okay, you're talking about word for word now?
So, okay.
Could you give us maybe a quick example? What do you mean?
例えば、マグロは好きですか It's down. It's sentence because of sentence. Only the word rule. マグロ never. And once down. No, it's not. Oh, can I say? Can I show 卵?
Tamago, sure. Let's go to tamago.
Oh, my English. Oh my God.
Don't worry. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
So once down, tamago, never. But it's not a good example because it. Mago. Sorry, salmon, please.
Salmon. Okay. I like salmon. Okay.
Salmon. Never.
Okay.
Salmon is never up.
Oh, so it can go down, but it won't go back up. So it can go down, up, down, but it won't go up, down, up. Is that
Yeah.
right?
I see. Yeah. So you'll never have it dip down and come back up again within a word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
文の
unless
中
it's
で
a
はある。リトさん。文章の中ではサーモンは好きですかじゃあ上がったり下がったりしますけど、上がったり下がったり。その、下がったら、それで一つの言葉とわかる。
Naruhodo. Okay. So you're saying in a sentence there is ups and downs in the whole sentence, but as for if we isolate the single word where it goes down in the word, like anata wa salmon ga suki desu ka? Of course, there's there's a wave up and down, but the word salmon, because it goes down, you'll never hear anata wa salmon suki desu ka?
Right.
You'll never hear that because that pattern of going down once denotes that that's one word. So that's
Yeah.
kind of like an
Right.
audio
Yes, that's right.
audio hint to give you context. Hey, that's a word, by the way.
Right. Once the next word starts, it resets. It can go up or down.
Yes.
There you
That
go.
makes sense.
All right, awesome. I since before we go to the next point, there's actually a really good question. Well, actually a good comment here and then a question. So Adrian says, so in other words, in one word, you always have a mountain, but sometimes you'll have a mountain, but you'll never have a valley. Valley wa tani.
Tani is no tani.
Not tani. So that's
right.
that's
Yeah,
what-
true.
So Adrian is right. Yeah, there's always, in other words, you always have a mountain pattern in a single word, but never like a valley. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then
That's a good way to put it.
yeah, that makes sense. And my brother Jerome asks, why does tamago go back down? So he wants to know why it's a mountain, I think.
Tamago. It's just a rule. You memorize tamago.
Ah, I see. Okay. So it's just
It's a mountain.
okay. That's the way it is, Jerome. You just gotta remember.
Yeah,
Tamago.
just remember.
Right. Just remember.
Yeah.
That's it. You gotta remember. Like. Okay. Sounds good. Awesome. And just one more thing here. Hold on. There's a few comments. Interesting comments. Michael says, please pronounce. This is a request, I guess, for you, Mori Sensei. Please pronounce this. It's not L. It's not R sound. It's both. The L じゃなくて R じゃなくてなんか両方
両方
両方っていうかその間かな
But it's close to L sound because tongue is up to the behind the teeth.
behind the teeth.
Ah.
Da di do.
Behind the teeth.
Yeah,
more,
behind
more
the top
back.
teeth.
Yeah.
Or almost at the roof of your mouth.
R is not 舌がどこにもついてない。R。だから、L に近いです。
Okay. So I think Michael probably understood that, but I will explain it for the rest. So what Michael's asking is, in Japanese, the kind of the equivalent of like the English alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In Japanese, they have phonemes. They have little different sound clips, and they're broken into like A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, and they kind of go in that order. So the vowel sounds are a, I, u, e, o. Then you add a consonant, kaki, kuke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so. A little bit of a different pattern. But the one that Michael is asking about, there's a row of them that starts with kind of like the sound da, and it's not the English ra, so it's not ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Okay, it's more like a la, li, lu, le, lo, but it's not exactly the English la.
Not exactly.
Not exactly. So,
but close to la L.
Right. So I think what Mori Sensei is saying, and I can understand this from teaching English, is so when you say in English la, your tongue actually is probably in between.
Yeah.
But when you say the Japanese da, your tongue is flicking or touching either the roof of your mouth or the back of your top teeth.
Yeah.
It's kind of around that area, and because it's there, you can't really like that. You can't really hold it. You can't say like la 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 la. It's hard. But when you do it in English, la la la, you can hold it, right? So in Japanese, it's going to be more fricative sounding.
Right.
The ra ri ru re ro, like, hey Roger, what's up? Hey. What's up? Ra. She's saying that your tongue actually doesn't touch anything in your mouth. Your tongue is kind of suspended in the middle. So when you say, that's right, your tongue shouldn't be touching anything. So in Japanese, though, your tongue should be touching the back front of your tongue, the back part of the front of your, the back part of your top teeth, or near the roof of your mouth, like around that area. So da di do de do, da, right? So like ramen, we say English ramen. Maybe we'll get to this something later in the stream. But in Japanese, it would be ramen. Is that close, Mori Sensei?
Yeah.
Okay. Ramen.
It's just すぐ話す.
Yeah, you kind of let go of your tongue. You can't really hold it. You can't be like la man. You can't say that. It doesn't sound natural. So ramen.
No.
Ramen.
Yeah.
Something kind of interesting. I don't know if this is a good thing to teach people, but what I tell, like sometimes my parents, when they ask me to say a word, and it has a ra or a ru or something in it, it's for me it almost is closer to like, definitely it has the L, right? Because the way your tongue works, but it's almost like closer to a D.
D, yeah.
D.
It's similar.
It's
similar
not exactly,
to Japanese da, like da.
Yeah. Not exactly, of course, but
it's
the way your tongue works is kind of close.
I see.
I would say it's the same position as a D, except I think we really hold it a lot longer in English. So it's like D.
Da is da. Is
Yeah.
It's
for
pa,
sure.
like pa and ba and da. To do. So it's da, but it's not la. La
Right.
is
It's almost like you let it go. I think
let
you
it
said
go.
that. It's like you let the D go or something.
Yeah, it's more fricative. It's more explosive in a way. You're just like flicking. You're like flicking the tongue. Da. We're like da. You're kind of holding it there.
It's one of the hardest things I think for a native English speaker to pick up on, for sure. That part of the accent, for me, was really hard.
It took time. It does take time, doesn't it, to finally get it?
It
Yeah.
does.
But thank you, Michael. That's a very, very great question, and thank you, Mori Sensei, for clarifying that. Awesome, nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Mori Sensei, what would you like to do next?
Cities. Please, next slide. Cities of. So, Frank, what kind of cities of Japan? Oh, have you
I'll try to
ever-
say these with
Where have you been
English,
to?
so I don't use the accents. I've been to Tokyo.
Tokyo.
I've been to Osaka. I've been to Kyoto. I've been to. It's hard to say these with an English accent now. Okay, Kyoto. I've been to
It's okay.
Kobe. I've been to, like Sendai and things like that, and around
Sendai,
Tokyo.
wow.
But I think my core town experiences are kind of Nara, obviously, and like, yeah, it's sort of the popular places. But I want to go more into the country. Like, I want to go to Gifu. I want to go into the north a bit. I'd like to go to Okinawa, stuff like
Wow.
that.
You know,
I'm
you
really
know a
interested in
lot.
exploring the country more. I haven't been to all those places yet. I would like to go there.
You know, yeah, a lot of cities. Thank you. So why don't you pronounce Tokyo? Tokyo, not Tokyo. Tokyo,
Yes.
Tokyo,
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 Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna add a little bit of
Ren,
branding
thank you
here.
for
Ren.
advertising.
Ren. Tokyo Ren. Sorry about that.
So Tokyo.
Tokyo, Tokyo.
So if the partners, where is the Tokyo station? We don't understood well.
Right.
So Tokyo,
Tokyo.
Tokyo eki. Where's the Tokyo station?
Tokyo.
So, hi, Sensei Shitsumon, I have a question. So, according to this picture or this slide that you have here, what is the important point? Is the important point the shift in the pitch, the pitch change,
Pitch change and length.
and the length?
Tokyo
Okay.
length.
Could you say it one more time, like slowly, and maybe show your hand where you're changing the pitch? Okay.
Is it okay?
So that's
it
is the
opposite?
to,
Tokyo.
and then you keep it at the high pitch. Kyo.
Tokyo.
Ah, okay, cool.
Tokyo.
Did you catch that, Frank?
I did, and this
You
is
did.
something. If I can add a little bit too, so this is something that always gets me as a learner. Is the Mori Sensei mentioned the length at the end. So Tokyo. It's like an extra syllable at the end.
Yeah. But not too long. But it's Tokyo, Tokyo. Yeah, it's okay.
That's a great question, Frank. Yeah,
So yeah, and I don't learn rhythm today, but it's Tokyo. It's two
beats.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
So
Tokyo.
Tokyo. No, never. Tokyo.
Unless
But
you're
it's
kabuki, right? Like Tokyo. or anime, like お前は東京から来ましたか。
どんなアニメですか？
I don't know. It's kabuki anime. Kabuchan.
Tokyo.
So, yeah. Frank, you're excellent.
Awesome.
Okay, let's next city.
Oh, let's go to the next city. The next city is yeah.
So how about Lito-san?
Eh? Okay. All right. So, Osaka.
Yes.
Osaka.
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 Not Osaka.
Not Osaka, but
Not
Osaka.
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 So what's this picture?
I'm gonna ask Frank. Frank, what do you think that is? Have you been there?
Osaka Cho. Joe?
Joe.
Oh yes, Joe.
Osaka
Joe.
Joe.
Osaka Joe.
Awesome.
Osaka Joe.
What does Joe mean?
Castle?
Nice. Okay.
Yes. 大阪城。
You know what?
大阪城行ったことがある。
行ったことある?
Oh, great.
はい。
Awesome,
Sorry.
awesome.
A little off script. 大阪城。
No, that's okay.
大阪城 is
大
down
阪城。
because 城 is different word 城 castle. So
Right.
大阪城.
So
Is
you,
it okay?
you
No, I see. Sorry. It's a mountain. 大阪城, just a mountain.
It's a mountain.
大阪城.
Osaka Jo. So it has a mountain
大
feeling.
阪城。
Yeah.
Osaka
Osaka is hill.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
And Osaka means big hill. So I think kind of remember that Osaka, like a hill, and it means big hill, right?
A big hill.
Big hill. Hey.
Oh, that's nice confusing.
Okay.
Yeah, the kanji is big and hill. Saka means hill. So when you hear Sakamoto, I think Sakamoto mo kanji isho kana?
Yeah. Sakamoto 城.
Sakamoto jo. なんかSakamoto no Saka wa Osaka no Saka to 同じでしたっけ?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Sakamoto is like, no? Is it different?
Yeah, yes.
Same. So Sakamoto is like base of the hill or beginning of the hill.
Oh,
Hill bottom? I don't know. Hill bottom.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Oh no.
Getting nervous.
Yeah. We should like translate all the Japanese kanji to English. Hey, have you been to Big Hill? Oh yes, I've been to Big Hill with Bottom Hill, son. It's kind of it's strange when you think of it in those terms, right? But sorry,
Okay.
I digress. I'm going off topic.
Let's go to the next.
Okay. Bam. Oh.
はい、フランクさんどうぞ。
広島。
Yes. Second one. 広島。
Yeah, nice one. Nice one.
Nice one. 広島。
Hiroshima. In English we would say Hiroshima. Hiro, we probably add an accent on the ro, right? Hiroshima.
I'm fighting my own assumption because
Or
definitely I would say
Hiroshima or something.
Yeah, some people say
I heard.
Hiroshima. Have you been to Hiroshima?
Right.
Yeah.
You might even put Hiroshima.
Yeah. I heard that.
I've heard people say Hiroshima as well. I've been to
Oh,
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
長崎。長崎。
Is Nagasaki a mountain?
Mountain.
Nagasaki. Hey.
Hey,
Nice.
hey. Okay, next.
All right.
Is it time is okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you guys okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fukuoka.
Can you say that one more time,
Fukuoka.
Frank?
福岡。
福岡。フランクさん is excellent.
Nice.
やった。
Yay.
Yeah.
Fukuoka. Have you been to Fukuoka?
I
Yeah.
have not. I've never
I have been
there.
to 福岡.
You have been to Fukuoka. I have not been to Fukuoka. I'd like to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I've lived here. It's
Well,
crazy.
I think it's time.
Let's go to Fukuoka and
Okay.
and
And get ramen.
and get ramen and
Ramen.
also Hiroshima. Let's go there too.
Hiroshima.
Awesome.
And last one is Nagoya. Is last one.
Okay.
Nagoya.
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 This
Do
is
you know
interesting.
Nagoya City, Frank-san?
I've been through it. Shinkansen, but I've never actually got out and explored.
Nagoya.
Took the train.
I like
through there.
Nagoya very much.
Why do you like Nagoya, Mori Sensei?
There are lots of museum or something, place to go, place to visit, like 水族館 is it? What is that?
It's an
In English.
aquarium.
Aquarium, yeah, for my children. So I love.
Nice. I love Nagoya. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it
Hurts.
no, because of Hitsumabushi.
Oh,
So
you like eel?
I do. That's one of my favorite foods. So hitsumabushi is like unagi donburi, unagi don on steroids. So it's basically like on steroids it means like super unagi don. So it's like lasagna, the lasagna of unagi don. So instead of having just your nagi on top, you have rice, then unagi, and then you eat it like you eat it straight. You put wasabi on it, then you put a little dashi, which is a kind of I guess a broth, and yeah, you can eat it so many different ways. It's awesome. You should go to
it's
it.
exciting. Exciting food, because in the rice there are lots of eel.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like it's an
I'm
eel
so
sandwich.
excited.
It's an eel sandwich. It's an eel lasagna.
That sounds great. My problem with unagi don is there's not enough unagi, so that sounds great for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say it's not cheap though, right? Because unagi is
Right.
getting more and more expensive to make. But yeah, Nagoya has wonderful foods. If you ever want to try some really flavorful foods, there's so many in Nagoya.
Nagoya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Your pronunciation of word.
Oh, Sensei,
Only
this
word.
is so
Okay,
cool.
so let's go on to the sentence.
Oh my gosh. Okay, before we go on to the sentence, I want to ask a question in the chat because everybody's like really intensely learning right now. But I do want to ask people. So, guys, have you been to any of the cities that we've mentioned? So let's do a quick review. Have you been to Nagoya?
Thank you.
Sensei, could you tell us the pronunciation of this? I would like to hear your
Nagoya,
okay? Or have you been to, how do you say this one?
Fukuoka,
Fukuoka, okay? Or have you been here?
Hiroshima,
Nice, Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Or have you been to the best city in Japan?
Osaka,
Osaka.
Osaka.
Or maybe not the best city in Japan, but maybe the second best city or something.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay, guys, have you been to any of these places? If you haven't, which one do you really want to go? I hope you come to Osaka, of course. But if not, hey, just come to Japan. I think you'll have a great time. Anthony's saying, I wish. So Anthony's like, oh, I really want to go. He wants to go to all these places. Anthony, you're gonna get here someday. I'm gonna hang out with you for sure, man. We're gonna show you around Japan. So let's get over here sometime, right? Get over here. Awesome. So thank you guys, and let us know in the chat. And Lito's saying you're not Anthony's saying, Lito, you're not biased at all, are you? So which means nanka ski kirai nai yo ne. He's like no, of course I'm not biased. But Frank said it best though. Osaka is the #1 city in Japan. Yes. Joking. Yes, I do live here, and yeah, it's the reason I do. Okay, guys, so we're gonna move. Mori Sensei, you wanted to move to sentences?
Yes, useful phrases for travels.
Excellent. These are gonna be great for your.
So it's your
future travel.
first sentence you Frank memorized.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So どうぞ。
Sumimasen.
すみません。
Sumimasen.
Great. すみません。
Sumimasen.
Okay, so it's flat, and just goes down on the last part. Sumimasen.
Oh, it goes up and down, right? Doesn't it? Or
Yeah, up and down.
Oh, so it's a mountain. It is a mountain.
Yeah.
Sumimasen.
It's like Ayers Rock. You know?
Nice.
すみません。
It's like Ayers Rock for all you Australians out there. It's like Ayers Rock. So it's like goes up and flat and then down at the end. It's so hard to do that in a small square on the screen. Okay, there you go. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sumimasen.
Okay. It's easy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we go to the next one? I'm
that's
sorry.
okay. どうぞ。
Hi, Frank. Dozo.
Ikura desu ka?
Great.
Awesome. That was great.
So, what do you think of this shape of this intonation? What is like?
It's not like a hard thing, right? It's kind of gradual. Is that right?
Yes.
But then at the end, because it's a question, I think, right?
Yes, up. Right. Go down and up. So, English is like how much is it? No, sorry. How much
How
is
much
it?
is it? How much is it?
How much
Yeah,
is
there's a
it?
bit of a
Just,
wave.
just
Right.
go up like okay.
I know it's hard.
Go up slowly up. But
How much is
in
it?
Japanese,
How much is it?
いくらですか？最後だけ。Last わかる？最後だけ上がる。
Okay, so the last part, like, boom, like it really jumps up really quickly.
Yeah. いくらですか？じゃなくて、いくらですか？
I see.
ですか?
So it's like a skateboarder going to the half pipe. It's like a
Yes.
skateboarder going into the pool, and then at the end there's a big jump. It's like,
Yeah.
いくらですいくらですか? Tokyo
Right.
Olympics. Okay, sorry. All right. いくらですか? I see this as a snowboard jump. That looks to me like a snowboard jump.
Yeah. Or a
Right.
skier.
Snowboard
When they're
jump.
doing the aerial, whatever that's called.
The long jump?
The
What's
slope.
it called? The ski jump?
Yeah, the long jump. Yeah, that's right. Where they go down and then they go woo and try to go as far as they can.
Oh yeah, it does look like a ski jump ramp, doesn't it? Oh yeah. I've seen a few of those in Nagano. Nagano, kana? Nagano.
長野。長
Nagano.
野。
I've seen a few of those in Nagano. Okay, so the ski jump kind of yeah. Okay, awesome. Good job.
Oh, you like skiing?
Me, I'm a skier. Lito's a snowboarder.
Yeah, crazy snowboarder.
Oh,
Yeah. How about you, Mori Sensei?
it's not good at, but I like skiing.
You like skiing. So ski wa
スキーは好き
desu
だよ。
ka? I see. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Okay.
Shall we
Okay.
move to the next one?
Okay. Oh, it's just a little cut.
It's a little cut off. I'll try to move it to the right a bit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, フランクさんどうぞ。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
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 I think
Li
we're,
is Li is
We're
just
yeah, we're
jump.
doing this thing. Yep.
Just jump. ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Oh,
okay, so there's a little bump. There's a little speed bump there.
yeah.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
So we say this shape of へ、ひらがなのへ、
Hey, I see.
へ、like へ。
Ah, I see.
So it goes down.
Okay, so if people don't know, in Japanese, the sound he almost looks like a upside down check mark. So if a check mark's like this, he is like, if you flip it upside down, it's like that. So upside down check mark. So like, he. Arigatou gozaimasu.
はい。Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think the bowing kind of helps me remember. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, awesome.
Point where you start the bow.
That's right. Arigatou. I have no idea. We're just trying to find ways to remember it. That's all. You know. Yeah. We're not making fun. No, we're not making fun. We're trying to remember. That's all.
Okay.
Ski jump.
Arigatou
And arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah. People will remember, I think. Hi.
はい。
Nice job.
はい、次。
Hi.
はい。Oh, it's a difficult one because two parts. 駅
I
は
got
どこですか ?Two mountains, two 何
Two bumps. Two bumps.
?Two bumps.
Bumps. Yeah. Two bumps.
駅は
どこですか
どこですか ?And 最後、last up.
駅はどこですか
はい、yes. 駅はどこですか
駅はどこですか
?Yes. Very good.
Okay. So from my snowboarder image, it's like two little rollers, two little bumps, like boom, boom, and then the final ski jump, right? Like, boom, boom, jump. Eki wa
Yeah,
doko
yeah.
desu ka?
Great.
Sensei, I have a question.
Yes.
So the reason of the bump, why is there a bump on eki? Why is there a bump on doko? Is it because of the word?
Yeah. So that dividing meaning, 駅は is a word one meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And どこですか is a different sentence. No.
I have a question too.
Yes.
So, is it true that wa would always be is low?
Yeah. So wa is stick to word. Wa is 助詞は単語とセット。わかる？
Right. So it's connected to a word.
Connected.
Connected to a word.
だから駅は is not. Never. 駅は is one set.
Ah, I see. But that I see. Okay, so just to say in other words, Mori Sensei is saying the wa. We were not going to get too much into the grammar in today's demo lesson,
Yeah.
but Japanese grammar has interesting things. They're called particles, and what a particle does is it's like a flag. It's like a marker, and it shows what is the subject of the sentence or what is the object of the sentence. So in English, we don't have that concept. We just say like, where is the station? So like station is the verb, or station is the I guess it's the subject or object in this case. I guess the subject.
Okay.
Right.
Subject is eki.
Subject is
Sorry.
eki, right? Because eki wa. So it's the main focus of the sentence. It's like in English, say, I went to school. I went to school. Right? I is me, the subject. Went is the verb, and school is the object. But we don't say I subject, went verb, to school object. Like we don't say those. But in Japanese, there are little markers, the little words to denote which is the subject, which is the verb, which is the object. Subject and object usually, right? So eki means station, but you need to add wa to show that that's the main part of the sentence, the main subject of the sentence. So that's what we're talking about here. And Frank just asked, is the wa, that little marker, is it always low? And Sensei said, well, it's always connected to a subject, right? It's connected to some topic. So it's part of, think of it as a set. It's always together, right? So eki wa,
Yes.
eki wa. So it's part of that kind of intonation combo. Interesting.
So differences of wa and o and ga it's a little hard to understand and to explain. So today is just pronunciation.
That's right. So if you want to dive deeper into this, do check out REN Resource Education Network, Japanese Language School. You can get a trial lesson. You can ask all your questions on a more like one-on-one basis. We'll answer more of your questions. Adrian said something similar. He said, Adrian, it seems as though in the sentence, every different thought has an increase in tone. So what do you say? Like when there's a new thought, a new idea, there's like a little bump. So I think that's correct, Adrian, right? So ekiwa, new idea. Doko, where is it, is new idea. So we're showing a little bump. Very nice. And Anthony's saying, Lito, your wife married a snowboard bum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, snowboard bum means snowboard otaku toka, snowboard ha. So she's saying Lito is a crazy snowboarder, and it's true. Yes. Not my wife. Yeah, I'm a crazy snowboarder. I love snowboarding. So. Yeah, I think.
And your wife too?
My wife is just a beginner, but she is starting to learn her S curves, and she's starting to enjoy it more. So yeah, let's go, subero. Awesome. Yeah, guys, great questions, and you guys are really hopefully. If you guys are getting value from this, make sure to put a like into the chat. I'm sorry, it's on top of Mori Sensei's face there. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you're getting value from this, do check out REN Japanese Language School online, as well as subscribe to this channel and like it. It does help support the channel, and so we can make more awesome content like this. I think Japanese language learning, if you're going to come to Japan, why not learn even a little bit of Japanese to help enrich your experience? Talk to the locals, meet new friends, interact when you're shopping or asking for directions. It's gonna make your trip a lot more memorable, I would say, a lot more fun. So yeah, sorry, that's my little advertisement plug in there.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Okay.
Shall we continue, Mori Sensei?
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
Let's go on to. So that's what you said. And for example, you use Apple Pay.
Right. Pay? Apple Pay in English, yeah. Apple Pay.
Yeah, I never used Apple Pay, but yeah, Rito-san says so. Apple Pay. So it's a credit card? No. It's a
It's
I
a
don't know.
tap.
It's a cat.
like a
it's
app on your phone that you links to your credit card. So it's like
okay.
like touch or tap payment.
Okay. I see.
What's it?
So,
は
Apple Pay は it's a little difficult because it's from English, but in Japanese, Apple
うん。
Pay Apple Pay は使えますか？
Apple Pay は使えますか？
うん。
Apple Pay は使えますか？
Okay.
うん。
Great. うん。
So Sensei, a quick question here. So again, you said at the beginning between the first sound and the second sound, there's always a gap.
Yeah,
Something
so
like that.
Apple
Apple. Is that it?
Yeah.
Apple Pay は使えますか？
Tsukaemasu Where is
使えます。うん。
Oh,
使え
okay, I see where I'm.
tsuka? Is it tsuka?
うん、使え
使えますか？
Where does it go down? It goes on the tsukaemasu
ます
masu.
すで下がるますかでまた上がる。
Mm.
Apple Pay は使えますか？
Wow, nice. That sounded pretty good. That sounded really Japanese, honestly.
Yeah. Apple Pay は使えますか？
Apple Pay は使えますか？
Oh, 使えま
使えますか？
うん。Yeah.
Apple Pay は使えますか？
Yes.
Yeah, getting better. Awesome. Yeah.
It's
a good
hard.
applause.
It's long sentence.
That is harder. Yeah. So really great expression. On that point, the reason why I picked up that phrase and we were talking together with Mori Sensei about what things to use. So Frank, remember we were in Japan. You were in Japan and you were like paying for stuff, and we weren't sure should you use cash. A lot of people do prepare a lot of cash because maybe a lot of people know Japan was I guess we can say was mainly a cash-based society, right? Like cash was kind of like one of the main forms of payment. However, in North America, that's not the case, right? You often use debit card or some sort of tap. What do you usually pay with back in Canada, Frank? So that's a credit
Tap.
card. You tap.
Credit card? Oh.
Yeah, it has an IC
Or
chip.
even
in it.
debit. Even our debit cards have tap.
Okay, so debit Mori Sensei is cash card in Japanese. So it's directly linked to your bank account and you just tap it. So like there's an IC chip and you just beep, right? In Japanese we say beep, beep.
Beep.
Yeah, because beep is the sound that the machine makes. The machine beep,
Yeah.
right? So in
That
Japanese
makes
we say
sense.
beep tosuru, right? Beep.
うん、ピ
Anyways,
ッとする。うん
right? Okay,
Oh,
but
it becomes a verb. That's cool.
right.
Yeah.
And you'll know if you can use those tap things, whether it's on your phone or the actual card itself. You'll see often a logo matrix. It'll say like ID, Suica, and all these different logos. And if you see one that has Apple Pay and you do have an iPhone or something that has Apple Pay on it, you probably can use it there. So that's why you don't have to say Apple Pay. You could say credit card. Credit card 使えますか? 使えますか? That's hard for me too.
Yes, that's true.
Or whatever, right? Like I don't know. We'd say このカード
Google Pay.
うん、これは使えますか？
これは使えますか?
使えますか?
Yeah, Google Pay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen too much Google Pay, but maybe. So Google Pay is similar to Apple Pay. But that.
Apple Pay は使えますか?
Great.
Awesome. Okay. And Tony is saying in the chat, US uses tap as well. Yeah. So in North America, that tapping. Yeah, they call it. What do you call it? Tapping, right? Not swiping. Tapping. Is that what it's called?
Well, yeah, there is swiping, but that's kind of a little bit older now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Usually, Tap.
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 Oh.
Yes, tap. Yeah. But you know, with coronavirus, Japan has really ramped up its, what is it called? The contactless payment. So you're not touching stuff.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
the big one here is the QR code one. I don't know if you have it in Canada. It's called PayPay here. In China, they have a similar one called WeChat. So you can
Right.
actually use your phone to scan a QR code, or the vendor scans your phone's QR code, and you can do it that way as well. So there's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen much of that here. It's mostly going to be, I mean, you can use your phone, Apple Pay, Google Pay for sure, or credit card or Interac.
Yeah, so moving forward, that's something I think a lot of travelers need to know. How can I pay? Of course, you can get cash still, but who knows, you know, with the future of travel, maybe it's better to go contactless. So maybe you can register your credit card through Apple Pay or PayPay, maybe. I don't know if you can use foreign credit cards yet for that. I'll have to look into that as we go along in the future, but something to think about. Yeah. Awesome. Nice.
Okay. So, let's go to the katakana or some sentences more.
Sure. Okay, you tell me. Maybe just for time, maybe.
Yeah.
Can we move on to katakana?
Katakana, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, Mori Sensei, just for some beginners who might not know, what is katakana?
Katakana is from mainly. No. Katakana is from foreign languages, mainly English but Dutch or some German, many katakana words. But yeah, English word is many. We have a lot of English word katakana from English words.
Okay, so
So,
they're kind of borrowed words from
Yeah,
mainly
borrowed
from
words.
English, but not only English. So Dutch,
And German.
German often. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So let's change to Japanese let's change English to Japanese.
Okay.
So one example is Canada is Canada. No, Canada.
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 But it's similar accent, Canada.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Canada.
Yeah. But the pronunciation is totally different though. Like Canadians would say Canada. Hey, Canada.
Canada.
It's
Canada.
like ka in
Ka.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Ka.
Ka, not
Ka.
ka,
Ka.
Canada.
It's more like a ka.
Canada.
Canada.
カナダ。
カナダから来ました。
カナダから来ました。I'm from
フランク
Canada.
です。
Canada.
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 Yes. So let's imagine America.
Ah. So how would you say America in katakana?
Yeah.
America.
America.
Okay, so
America.
America.
But yeah, it's okay, but because first sound and second sound it has gap. But America word.
America.
America.
Yes.
America.
America.
Okay, so it's a hill. It's a hill style.
Hill.
America. Can we go to the next slide? Can I show
Yes.
them?
It's the answer.
Yeah.
America.
America. America.
Yeah.
Interesting. In English we say America.
Yeah.
America.
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 Oh, okay, Sensei, we have a special request from Tony in the chat. How do you say Utah? Utah shoe. Utah in Japanese. Do you know?
It's pretty close. Utah.
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 So is it hill up and down? Utah.
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 Up
Down.
and down.
But yeah, it's mountain, but it's like slope. Utah.
Utah. So it's going down. Utah.
Going
And
down.
it's not a long. It's not Utah. It's just
Yeah, no,
two sounds
Utah.
It's
Utah.
Utah. Okay.
Utah.
There you go, Tony. So Utah. And Yuta actually has the same sound as like a boy's name. Sounds like Yuta-kun. Yuta-kun.
ゆうたくん。
Oh, that's Yuta. I'm so sorry. I'm
Yuta.
so sorry. Sensei, go back. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
ゆうたくんもいるかもしれないけど、ゆうたかな。
Okay, but
Utah.
okay, I made a mistake. Sorry. The Japanese name is Yuta, so it's a Yuta, but American Utah, because in English we say Utah is quite a long sound, but in katakana it would be Yuta. So sorry, Utah. Right? Utah.
Yes.
There you go. So
Okay,
Tony,
so,
if you come to Japan, you can say Yuta kara kimashita.
Yes, ゆうたから来ました。アンソニ
ユタから
ーですか？アンソニーさん？
Anthony.
アンソニーさん。
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Anthony.
cool. name.
Yeah, cool name, dude. Dude, you gotta come to Japan now because your name's popular here. It's cool. Come on. Awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome. いらっしゃいませ。ようこそ。
ようこそ。いらっしゃいませ。
いらっしゃいませ。Welcome to the store.
Maybe you hear that at the. No, you wouldn't even hear that at the airport, would you? Probably.
日本へ。
あ、ようこそ。
ようこそ。ようこそ。
うん、ようこそ日本へ。
ようこそ means welcome. いらっしゃいませ is welcome to my store. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
how about France? Sorry, 言ってしまった。France?
フランス。
France.
Oh, this is tough. I can't. I don't even know this one. フランス。
Yes. フランス。 Yes. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce. I imagine. フランス。How can I? Yeah, フランス。
France.
So the English would sound like France.
France.
あ、そうか。
Right.
France.
And Frank.
France.
Frank.
Right. It's kind of the same. Yeah.
Well, what is Frank's name in katakana? Like with the intonation, is it Frank?
Frank. Yeah.
Is it a mountain?
Frank. It's a mountain.
It's a mountain. Frank is a mountain. Okay. So it's not Frank. It's not that.
そうそう。Yes. フランス。フランスに行きたい。フランス。
All right. And I think Tony's I'm translating this as stop. Oh no, stop telling me I really want to come to Japan now is what I'm saying. Stop selling me on coming to Japan. Yeah, Tony, it's true. We got to get you over here, man. We got to get your YouTube channel up and going so that you can get your way over here and we can do some collabs for sure, dude. Awesome. Tony from Utah. Okay, awesome. These are great.
Okay, yeah. And?
Shall we-
どうします
Are there a few more, or how about one more? One more country.
Okay, one more.
Okay. What's
So, wait.
okay.
So, how about Indonesia? Indonesia. You know,
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
great.
Whoa! Okay, hold on. We gotta check this out. Whoa!
Wow.
Frank the Mountain.
I said the T
Indonesia.
part wrong. Indonesia.
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 Yeah, that's right. In English, we do say Indonesia. Knee, like your knee. Knee.
Same accent.
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
I guess
Like,
a little bit. We
little bit,
put the
yeah.
stress on Nesia, Indonesia, a bit more. But
So your stress is a little bit high. Indonesia.
yeah, I would say so.
So just yeah.
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Nice. Santi-san, one of my classmates, is from Indonesia. And she's studying for the Japanese JLPT1 on REN Japanese Language School. So, Santi-san, if you're watching or watching on the replay, thank you so much for and from being from Indonesia. Ganbate, ganbaro.
頑張ろう。
Yeah, it's unfortunate some of the countries had to stop their testing
yes.
due to coronavirus. Luckily in Japan we're still able to take the test, but we do have to be kind of careful. I know some people in Kobe, one of their sites had to be moved to a different site because that site's not offering the test at that center anymore. But they moved to a different center that's hopefully more safe to do it at. Awesome. Okay, Mori Sensei, these have been so interesting. Okay, so what's the next part here? What do you want to do?
It's a quiz
Nice.
bonus slide.
All right, the bonus quiz. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
The question is elevator. It's an elevator. Elevator. No, escalator. Sorry. How?
How do you say?
No. What number is the escalator? エスカレーターはの数字は何ですか?
Escalator no suji wa nan desu ka? So we have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you?
Escalator. So question mark.
Mhm.
You have question mark. Yeah. So what is the number?
The number as far as the intonation? The
5, yeah, 6 or 7. Intonation. It's a beat.
So like
how many beats are in it?
syllable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
like
エスカレーターは何ですか?
Okay, so Adrian's saying it
5.
has 6. Adrian says 6.
6.
Okay, and Xiao is gonna ask a question. Can I ask a question because I'm very confused for certain katakana words? Sure, Xiao, go ahead and type your question into the comments. We'll get to you after this little quiz here. Adrian says 6, so 6 sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Escalator. Because in English it's escalator, so it's 4, right? In English, escalator. But in Japanese, how many would it
4.
be?
So how about ice cream, Frank?
Ice.
5.
5. Is it 5?
アイスクリ
6.
Oh, 6. アイスクリム 7.
7.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Right, so ice cream. That's technically 7, right? That's 7 there. Okay. So how about escalator? Adrian said 6. Frank said
Is it 2 at the end or 1? I'm not sure. Either 5 or 6.
escalator no saigo wa nobasu. Is it 2 sounds? Nobasu. It is longer.
Okay. So then it's 6. I think Adrian. I think it's Adrian said.
Adrian said
right.
6. Yeah. So Mori Sensei, how many is escalator?
But not 6.
It's not 6. Okay, let's try it again. Mori Sensei, can you say it very slowly in katakana?
エスカレーター
Yeah, もうちょっとゆっくりめで言ってくれる？
そうかすかれたあ
Oh, so it's actually 7.
7.
It's 7. Okay. And Adrian's like, dope! Oh my god, dope! Dope. He's like,
So sorry.
no worries. That's hard. It's hard to know, isn't it? Right? Because in English we don't break it
It's
down.
really hard.
Yeah, we were like eska. That's already 2, right? But in Japanese, escalator.
Yeah.
So it's actually 7.
So it's not about pitch. It's about length. We
Right.
don't use this length today. So let's come to our school if you want to know why 7.
Okay. Good one. Okay. Mori Sensei, did we have a little bit of a different quiz here with the pictures? So I think another question was, which of these pictures is katakana in Japanese, and which is not katakana, right? Okay, so we did
that's your question.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
That's obviously
It's
katakana.
from English.
Escareta is also from English.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cola.
Cola
Yeah. Yeah.
is from English.
I think that's from English. Yep. Okay. How about the other ones? How about the top, middle, and the right? The top one with it says 4 sounds. What do you think that is?
Airport.
Okay, so you're thinking
it's 5.
airport. That's actually 5. So okay. So well, let's give.
I don't know.
No. Okay. So the answer is there is no katakana for that word. We don't they don't say airport. They don't really say that in Japanese. So it's an actual Japanese word. They say kuko. Kuko. So if you come to Osaka airport, you'll hear the announcement Kansai Kuko.
Yeah.
Kansai
Kansai Kuko.
KIX, Kansai International Airport. So there's no word airport, not actually. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
we can
not now.
understand airport is okay, but usually we use kuko,
Right.
no katakana word.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Okay. How about the middle one there? The middle one with 6. What do you think? Is there a katakana word for that?
Eravita.
So it's from English.
Bingo.
Oi.
That's right. You got it. Okay. It is
Elevator.
elevator. So
Elevator.
is that
So it has 2.
Too long. Yeah.
2 long sounds?
Sounds. Yeah.
Okay. And it's a yama. Is that yama? Elevator.
Elevator. Yama.
Yama.
Mountain.
It's a mountain style. Okay. And the last one, the white thing with the 5, it has number 5. What do you think that is?
Well, I know the Japanese word for it. I didn't know it had katakana. I know like reizoku. So,
It's hard one.
Okay, so Frank, honestly, there is
Furiza.
Furiza is
Furiza.
that is a Dragon Ball character. Yes.
Furiza. It's 5. So
It is
it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's 5. So I'm right?
Technically, you are kind of right. However, right in Japanese, they do not use the word furiza often to denote an actual freezer in English. They use reizouko. That you said.
Reizouko.
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 Or the freezer is a reitoko. Right? But this one is combined. Okay, awesome. You did great. Okay, let's go back to the chat because Xiao had a question for you, Mori Sensei. So let's go to Xiao's question. I'll read it for you. Is there a general rule to using words that sometimes have a dash? Dash means kind of nobasu
Dash,
or
okay.
not. Okay, so his follow-up question was, I am confused by similar words
Oh,
like
wow.
elevator and elevator and elevator.
Yeah.
And also he had another one earlier. He said parameter and parameter. So
Yeah,
there-
actually, there are 2 opinions. Parameter. So check your dictionary. Maybe, they have a answer. Or
really?
more often used, more common.
Yeah, the more
Words?
often used. Yep. Common.
Yeah. So it's 2 types of parameter. You can say parameter. Parameter is okay sometimes,
Right.
but I think it's parameter is more often used.
Parameter with a dash. Parameter.
Dash to dash.
Okay. So Mori Sensei is saying parameter with the longer sound at the end is more common. How about for this one? This is a good one too. Elevator and elevator.
Yeah, it's elevator. 2 dashes is more common.
More common. Okay.
But it's like computer. How about computer?
Mm-hmm.
Computer. And okay. It's okay. Computer is also okay.
They're both okay.
It depends on words.
Depends on the word.
No rules, maybe.
There's no rules. It's just whatever is most popular.
Yeah.
That's a really great question, Xiao. Thank you for asking it.
Yeah.
My question to add to that question, I'm sorry if we're going a little long here, but it's so interesting for us foreigners because like I had to learn quickly. Like, how do I change ice cream to ice cream, right? Like, how do I katakana-ize it? So, like, for example, this is an interesting one. This. How do I say this in katakana?
Kapu.
Okay. Kapu. Any other?
Cup.
What's it?
It's maybe it's cup.
Oh.
So in Japanese, cup is something more porcelain. It's actually more. It's more opaque. But if it's clear like this, what's this made of?
Gurasu.
Right. So
Yeah.
is it gurasu or is it garasu? Because I've heard both. So I heard a gurasu and garasu. So Mori Sensei, do you have any opinion? Sometimes I hear gurasu and sometimes I hear garasu. Is there a difference? It's the same material, right?
It's a glass.
This is a glass. Okay.
A
come by.
window.
Cheers.
The frame of no frame. Window it's glass.
It's garasu. So that's so interesting. So there's an inconsistency because in English it's both the same word. It's glass.
Yeah.
Right. But in Japanese, and I heard actually, Hansam Sensei is on the stream. Yeah, Hansam Sensei. Yeah, thank you so much for being on the stream. I was like, woo! And he's Xiao-san no mondai ni kotaimasu. Oh, no. Hansam's going to jump in there and help us. Okay. 最後の伸ばさないのは専門用語? 専門用語?
That's right.
And
専門用語。
用語. And what's that? 業界用語です.
Yes. Thank you, Handsome Sensei. Yes,
Handsome Sensei,
that's
thank you.
right.
Yay. So,
The technique word is not dash, no dash.
the technical word is 専門用語.
専門用語。業界用語 is business word. 何 Business word.
Right. Used for general business, right? 専門用語, like a technical word. What dash がある? Dash がない.
dash がない。
伸ばせないのは専門用語. Okay, so
Yes.
the ones without the longer dash, that's technical words, but in general business, most people use the longer one. Nice job, Handsome Sensei. ありがとう. 知らなかったんです. I didn't know that.
Thank you.
But my question was like gurasu and garasu. And yeah, it's like sunglass. 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 Yeah, so I again, maybe Handsome Sensei, I think he might have said in a stream before, or a lesson before. It depends on where they picked up the word from sometimes. Like if it's from a technical senmonyo, if it's technical, they might have picked it from a different country. And like they might have taken it from Germany, or they might have picked it from a different country, and they might have a slightly different pronunciation. He said that for some things. And perhaps they're just similar, like gurasu and garasu. Maybe they're just similar. But I do know not all katakana words are from English. Like, so again, going back to snowboarding, right? There's a lot of katakana in snowboarding. It's like ice-bang, and like, you know, and Japanese people think they might be English, so they tell me, oh, Lito, abunai, it's dangerous, ice-bang desu. I'm like, ice-bang, what does that mean? It's a German word. And ice-bang means like an ice field. It's like icy, right? So, you know, you would think like if you break your arm and you put like that white hard wrapping on it, what is that called, Frank? When you break your arm and
A cast?
A cast, right? But in Japanese, they don't use the English word. They use the German word. It's a gibusu, right? So not all katakana words are from English. And so that's why there's some discrepancy when you're looking at it from an English point of view. But that's just the way language is, right? We borrow words from different languages. We borrow sushi from Japan. We borrow karaoke. That's from karaoke, right? Oh, sorry. Oops. Or maybe I'm talking too much about that. But it really depends, you know, what language. We say c'est la vie in English. That's from French. So maybe. Yeah. But I noticed that like katakana is not always what I think it sounds like. Yeah, 難しいね. It's an interesting but difficult point.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Lord of the Rings, the character from Lord of the Rings, the main character in English is Frodo, but for some reason katakana it's Furado.
Oh,
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah, totally different. And I don't know why. Is it the translator translated from English? Did they translate it from a different language? I don't know. So that's what happens. Hey. Okay, awesome guys. Okay, so wow, we have so many people watching the stream. We have like 9 to 11 people that are like jumping up and down between the streams. So guys, we have something special for you. We have 3 likes right now, but if we get a few more likes, oh holy, look at all those things on the stream there. Well, I'll put it back on. It says, if you go to YouTube now, and if we get enough likes, I'm going to change the screen to here so it's easier to see. Enough likes to show the surprise Japanese item at the end of the stream. So make sure to go to YouTube right now, hit a likes. If we get, let's say, if we get 6 likes, because we got 3 right now, if we double that to 6 likes, Mori Sensei has got a special item, and if we get even more than 6 likes, I might have another special item as well. So awesome. Let's start to wrap things up here. So Frank, what did we learn today? We learned some basic, interesting Japanese pronunciation. But Mori Sensei gave us some really cool tips and tricks that I never knew of. What did you learn from today's demo lesson with Mori Sensei?
Yeah, so I learned a few different kind of, I think for me the biggest one was knowing that the first and the second syllables will always have that gap, whether it's up or whether it's down. Like I always knew that there was some pronunciation pitch, but I didn't know that it was always separated like that. So that's a really good thing that I learned today, and I learned a lot of sushi types as well. So that's very good as well. So, Mori Sensei, arigatou gozaimashita.
ありがとうございました。
Nice job, Mori Sensei. You were great. I know you're a little bit nervous at the beginning, but I think as time went on, you started to relax into it. We did get a little help from our guest. Hansam Sensei came in to help us with that great question that Xiao came up with. And yeah, Mori Sensei, I learned so like that gap. Oh no, the idea of pitch difference, not accent, was my big takeaway, my big learning point today. Really, seriously, so helpful, so useful. So I think as a beginner Japanese learner, more than pronunciation, once you get the basic pronunciation and you get that idea of pitch versus stress, you're going to sound more and more like a native speaker. Awesome. Okay, I don't know if we're getting enough likes here, but Mori Sensei
Everybody hit the like button.
Can I get please?
Yeah. Okay, give her a second. Yeah. So Mori Sensei is gonna give you something nice, sweet and tasty. So yeah, if you're just joining the stream now, we're just about to wrap up. But if we get a little bit more support in the chat with a few more likes, I know a few people said already did. Anthony, thank you so much for liking. Adrian's, you guys are like one of the few. Oh, we got 4 likes. Let's get up to 6 likes if we can. Otherwise, whatever Mori Sensei took from her reitoko, her freezer.
So do you know Häagen-Dazs?
Oh yes.
Ice cream.
Have you ever seen this? あれ、反対逆かな?
That's right. Yeah, it's so hard because it's backwards.
It's like
It's
an
hard.
ice cream sandwich.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is like an ice cream sandwich.
It's very hard.
So,
Frank, how do you think they say that in katakana?
Häagen-Dazs.
Right. Häagen-Dazs is the brand. Good. How about the actual? Well, you said. How do they call that ice cream thingy?
Ice cream sando.
Yes, ice cream sando.
Really?
It's sandwiches. Ice cream sandwiches.
Right. So it's shortened to sando, right?
Sando.
Okay. Yeah. Now don't think it's like
yes.
sand from the beach, right? Like ice cream sand.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, it's sando.
Oh, Santi from Indonesia. is here. Indonesia. Santi, thank you so for coming here. And she said, アイスクリームは美味しそうですね。
美味しそうですね。これもサンド。サンド。
Oh,
Matcha?
抹茶サンド。 Yeah.
awesome, awesome.
So
So, Mori Sensei, are you going to do the taste test for us today?
Well, no.
No!
Because you... ramen? How about ramen?
Ramen. Well, we only have four likes here, so we need a few more likes. So I think if you start eating one thing, then we'll get more likes, guys. If you're just watching now, come and go to YouTube. Oh, we got 5 likes. Oh, Monaka, Monaka.
It's really good. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
got 5 likes, guys. One more like, and we'll get.
we got it.
Did we get 6?
On my screen it says 6.
Okay, it's probably just not updating on mine. I'll have to refresh it. Awesome. Okay, Mori Sensei, how about this? I will make a deal with you. Okay, if we ask the chat would you like to eat one ice cream sando, or you want to save it later for you and your children?
食べた方がいいの?
Well, it's up to you. I think people really wants to see you eat.
See? Do you want to see?
I think that like so many people
They
are
want to know
interested.
how it tastes.
They want to know how it tastes. Like this is a big thing. And they want to hear the sound from your mouth, like the the ASMR, I guess.
I don't know about that.
But it's very... Yeah.
So I ate an ice cream sandwich earlier today, actually. So
Did you?
I did.
What was your traditional one? Is it like the brown top, brown bottom ones?
Yeah, regular chocolate. Nothing as good as what that looks like. That looks really good.
Okay, wow. Okay, Mori Sensei has the Haagen-Dazs one. Have you ever seen a Haagen-Dazs ice cream sandwich like that in Canada?
No, I've
No,
never seen it.
I think they're actually only in Japan. So my friend
Oh,
Jeff
really?
Thatcher, who's been here, he came to Japan. He's like, dude, we gotta get one of these. He comes to Japan like almost every year for his job as a musician, and he's like, I gotta go to the convenience store and get a Haagen-Dazs ice cream sandwich because they're only in Japan. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Adrian's screen says, my screen says 6 likes. That's awesome, guys. So we're gonna do it. My screen says 5 likes for some reason, but that's okay. And Shao says Haagen-Dazs is cheaper in Japan than in China for some reason. I didn't know that. Did not know that. Okay,
It's
well,
300円ぐらい。300
300 yen, about 340 yen.
Yeah.
Wow.
My brother Jerome and my sister-in-law, his wife Anne, they are big foodies. They love tasting great food. So Mori Sensei, he's already like, looks good. He's already licking his lips there. So Mori Sensei, can you give us the insho, your rating, give us step
Can
us
I
through it.
eat?
Yeah, just-
May I?
you don't have to eat all of it. You can eat a little bit.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, don't be sorry.
Oh, it's crunchy.
Crunchy.
The sound.
No, we need the sound. That's the important part. We want the sound. Oh my gosh, people are drooling. Anthony's drooling. Yudare ga dete itte.
Yeah,よだれ.
Yodare, ごめん, yodare. Not yudare. Yodare. Anthony is drooling. He's like, I want some of that.
Oh,
Yes.
it's good, really good,
Yeah.
because of combination of vanilla and strawberry.
Vanilla and strawberry. Nice.
Inside vanilla and outside strawberry.
Oh, so it's like strawberry coating.
Yeah, coating. So
Nice.
that's very
Nice.
good. Thank you.
Awesome. Shao saying 中国だと一番安いのものは400円ぐらいになるんです。
で
Okay.
も400円ぐらいかな。ごめんなさい。Actually, my husband got it, so I don't know.
No worries. But I think Xiao's saying the price in China is a little bit higher. Maybe
Oh, really?
400 yen. So Xiao, they do have those in China? I didn't know that. I thought it was mainly in Japan, but that's good to know. But they're cheaper here? Weird. Adrian says, how does one slurp Haagen-Dazs? I don't know. How do you, Haagen-Dazs だったらどうやって飲み込むの? 飲み込む. How do you drink it? You wait until it melts. 溶け 溶けたら飲めるよ. I had a Pikachu milkshake from McDonald's. I put it in the refrigerator. No, in the 冷蔵庫. And it melted. So that's how you slurp milkshake, I guess. And my brother says, so envious right now, so jealous of you. Yes, that is the whole point. Mori Sensei, you did a great job with your Japanese food ASMR. Okay, and we got a special. We got 6 likes, so I'm gonna promise you. It's part 2 of the ramen kurepas ramen. I'm gonna actually move to the main screen just for a second, just to show people. All right, the ramen kurepas. So what this is ramen in conjunction with a Crayola kind of company, a crayon company. We opened the red one on the last stream with Hansam Sensei on Saturday night, sorry. And now I want to ask you guys, what color do you want me to try this time? Okay, we got white. Shao said color of sugar, yellow, brown, blue, or green. Type in the comments which one you guys want, and we'll do a vote. We're going to open the vote for about a minute, and then we'll close the vote. And then we'll drink some sugary diabetic drink here. 絶対糖尿病になりそう。これ飲んだら。It looks like you'll get diabetes. So how about you guys? Which one do you guys vote? They don't say they don't say the flavors. But for some reason the white one is 39 calories and the other ones are 38 calories. I don't know why.
Shiroi.
Okay. Awesome. Anthony's like blue. Cool. Okay, we have 1 vote for white, 1 vote for blue. Oh no, Adrian's like, go brown. He wants brown. You guys are mina bara bara desu. Everybody's totally different. Bara bara. This is very North American culture.
Kiro.
Okay. Oh, Mori Sensei also kiro.
Yeah,
So
it's
she-
like lemonade. So I
Oh,
like
she
yellow.
thinks it looks like lemonade. Okay. Oh, Santi-san is saying blue. Awesome. I can see that. Santi-san, you have a really nice... Oh my gosh, I just broke the ramen is gone. Okay, hold on 1 second here. Okay, safe. But now, if I open the white one,
But
Oh, you
take
definitely
care
have
to
to
like a
open the white one
volcano
now.
on me probably. So, okay, we got blue. Xiao's like white. Xiao, are you
Yeah, you
doing that
gotta
on
go white
purpose?
now.
You gotta go white now. You guys want me to have to wash my desktop. Okay, so how many did we get? Wow, this is awesome, guys. So we have 2 blue, 1 brown. Oh, 3 blue. Is that right? No, 2 blue, 1 brown. Frank, did you say...
I said white, but I see 3 blue.
Is it 3 blue? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then Frank and Xiao are white, and Mori Sensei is yellow. Is that correct? Lemon?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. LOL, it's gonna get violent once you open it. Yes, it's going to get crazy if I open the white one. Maybe, yeah, I don't know how crazy you want to get here, but okay. Well, most people are saying blue at this point. I'm gonna. Okay, thanks, Xiao, for the counter. 3 blue, 1 brown. This is like almost like Magic the Gathering, you know, without the red. I already had the red. Okay. Hi, minasan, 3 blue, 1 brown. I'm gonna close this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think the winner is blue. It's blue. All right. Frank's like purple. Frank, you don't get to vote purple.
Oh no.
Purple is the 6th magic color, right? As some streamers say. Okay, we're gonna go blue. I know everybody wants to see the white because they want to see it explode. Okay, ramen is a drink. Oh, snap! It just fell off. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's crazy in here. Okay, I'm gonna go full borderless here. Okay, ramen is a drink that is actually, this type of bottle is called a cod neck bottle. I might do an actual video on it. You can only find these type of bottles in Japan and in India. India has a different drink, but they're sweet carbonated drinks. There's a glass, kind of a marble, and I actually have a few marbles. This is what the marble looks like when you take it out. This particular bottle is made of plastic, but the glass marble is still glass. The top comes with this holder piece, this ring, and you pull it apart. So you want to get the little kind of T-shaped thing, and that's where you're gonna push down. Yes, Anthony, I'm dropping everything today. Everything's falling from the sky, but we're gonna be okay. All right. So I tried this on the stream. All right. So there are these little divots. Okay. As Handsome Sensei said, hekomu. Hekomimashita. Hekomu tokoro. The little divots that go down. And you push it down, and the secret is you want to hold it down and slowly let the bubbles come out. You don't want to like push it down and pop it up because they're like psh. Unless you want to be mean and do that to me. Okay, so we're gonna push down. Did you hear that? Oh no, it's fizzing! It's fizzing! Ah, it's coming out! I hold it! I hold it! It is! Oh, it's dripping! It's dripping. It dripped a little bit over my hand. That's okay. I got a little bit of a towel here. All right, so I did get it. Oh, wow! Oh, I forgot to ask you guys. What do you think it's gonna taste like? What do you think the blue one will taste like? Because it doesn't say the taste. I'll give you a hint. It does smell sweet.
Yeah, well, I think ramen is always going to be sweet, right?
Yeah. It smells blue.
I would guess blueberry.
Blueberry? Okay, any other guesses here? What do you guys think? I'm gonna take a guess and show you my reaction. I won't tell you yet though. Here we go. And you want to put the white marble, the glass marble in the little divots. The divots are like a little holder. They're little bumps, like in today's intonation, right? They're like, "Anata wa Kanadajin desu ka?" Right? And the little hole is where you want it. Okay. Shao is so smart. She's like, surprise! They all taste the same. Yeah, zenbu onaji. I don't know, maybe. The red one tasted kind of like a mix between strawberry and cherry, and I think Shao is correct. They're the taste of kakigori, this kind of shaved ice syrup, and it's very artificial tasting. It's very like fruity, something like children would be into for sure. Okay, Jerome's like, I always taste lemonade. Really, everything is lemonade, and Shao's like, JK, JK. JK means Joshi Kosei, Joshi Kosei. No, JK means just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. So, Eigo and Joshi. Mori says that, what? Joshi Kosei, Joshi Kosei.
Jodan.
Here we go. Wow. I actually like this better than the red one. The red one was quite overpowering. It's like too sweet. Hold on, let me try one more time. It smells sweet. Honestly, I can't say it anyway. It smells blue. It smells blue, seriously.
Smells blue?
Blue smell.
Wow. What?
So Anthony's saying blueberry. Yeah, what does blue smell like?
Blueberry?
Maybe I'm a synesthete. Maybe I smell something and I think of a color. Nanka, do you have that? You smell something and you think, oh, yellow. You smell something and you think pink. No? Do you have that? No? Maybe I'm like that. I don't know.
Not really.
Okay.
No, I don't think I do. I smell something and I go, oh, that's pizza.
Yeah.
Anthony, to be honest, I think it's not real blueberry taste, but if it were anything, I think it would be like artificial blueberry. Like if Fanta made a soda that was blueberry flavored, this is what it would taste like. But it's not super, super sweet this time. It's not like the other.
Is it grapes?
It's not grape. No, it's definitely not grape.
It looks, the liquid kind of looks purple.
It could be my lighting. Let's see.
Yeah, purple.
It does look purple, but it is dark blue. There's a bit of purpleness to it for sure. I think I'll probably, especially with my lighting, you can see a little bit purple. But
Yeah.
that's probably honestly just my lighting. It's a really dark blue. It's just food coloring and thing. All right, Adrian says I'm gonna go out on a limb. Go out on a limb means だいぶ違うかもしれないけど, it tastes like watermelon. Watermelon. How do you say watermelon in Japanese? Do you know, Frank?
Suika.
Suika, yes. And Suika is the name of the transportation card that you can get when you go on the trains here as well. Suika.
I think I still have mine.
And Adrian's like, eggplant? Eggplant, what he says,
No way.
eggplant, how... it does kind of look like an
Yummy.
eggplant, though. Mori said eggplant. How do you say eggplant in Japanese?
Nasu.
Nasu. How do you say eggplant in Osaka?
ナスビ。
そうです。
そうですか。
Nasubi-chan. Yeah, so
Just in
Nasubi-chan.
Osaka.
Just in Osaka, they say nasubi. So yeah,
Nasubi.
if you go to Tokyo and you're like, すみません, Nasubi doko ni arimasu ka? They'll be like, huh? Nasubi? What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, Adrian. It's not eggplant. I think Tony wins this round. Closest to blueberry. Nice. But hey, the blue one is pretty good. Guys, I love introducing little things that you can only find basically in Japan. Wow, you can see that little marble there. This I would cut open. I could cut open this plastic bottle, but a glass bottle I would probably not want to open. The only reason I have the marble is because my ramune broke open in the refrigerator. It broke because it was too cold and it froze. So that's why it broke. Anyways, guys, you guys have been awesome. If there are any more comments, please put them as we say goodbye to you as we're dancing. Maybe I'll pull them up. But Shao says Ikoka is the best. Long live Ikoka. Ikoka daisuki. Ikoka is from Kansai? Kansai wa Ikoka?
Yeah.
I love these names like Ikoka. Kind of sounds like
Ikoka.
Ikoka. Let's
Ikoka.
go. Let's go, right? And
Let's go.
Tokyo no suika wa watermelon?
Suika.
Is it watermelon?
What's that?
Suika. I heard naka oto ga suika. I don't know. Maybe it's the name of it. Shao is like suika, the card. Suika no jitai, thin and flimsy. It's too thin and soft. I use the app on my phone now. I use the Suica app actually. So beep beep suru. Anyways, guys, it's been so awesome. I want to say another big thank you for our guests, Frank in the middle and Mori Sensei on the right. You guys have been awesome. If you guys have found value from this, please do check out REN Japanese Language School. I do have the links in the chat, but I will quickly put them up here right now. And yeah, make sure to ask about getting a trial lesson or a level assessment. You can get that for free. So I'll put that in the the YouTube chat right now, so you can catch those before you go. But I think they're also in the description. You can also check out their Facebook page and contact them there or through email. So guys, we're gonna go to the outro now. Let's dance it out. And if you have any more comments, please put them up there and we'll be happy to answer you. Guys, it was so great. Hope to see you on the next stream. Thank you guys so much for being here with us till the end. See you.
Bye, everyone.
God.